All my life, I don't go to speak with something like this. I love to be practical with my approach. But because I'm coming to Oba one university, and I want to make it formal. That's why, because I love to, talk with my personal experiences. Theories all the time will not really help us. Practicals, how I'm able to, do it from the scratch till where I am here. My name is Monsurat Ololade. I am a shoemaker. I am also a graduate of mathematics education. So you now wonder how a person that studied mathematics education now ventured into shoemaking. Well, for me, just like our mother said, my parents are teachers. I'm from Odeomu in Osun State. So my father did not have any male child. We are all girls, four girls. So while we were young, in my father's house, you cannot make hair. Oh, because he used to mention 2, 3 women at the time, Hokonje, Wiala, and Obieziko Ezili. My father would tell you that those women that I mentioned, sorry, one. you know. So that time that you would cover a lot of syllables, you would be in one there's a house making your hair. So I could remember when I was in part 2 that I went home with, in fact, an attachment. My father was banging my head with the door that no. So from that time, I've always appealed my mind to women like that. That how can I lead? What can I do to make me a leader? I mean, that I'm from Odeomu, I was, shouldn't limit me. So even when we were in school, adolescents, all those things wanted to distract. The vision is still clear. So after school, service, blah blah blah. I've always loved entrepreneurship. I've always, because my mother, despite being a teacher, she does so many things. Because I could remember even after my secondary school graduation, I borrowed 15,000 naira from my mom. At that time, I said I want to be selling recharge card and bread. 25 naira bread at the time. And I was able to pay her 10,000 out of the 15,000, and she said, keep that 5,000, use it to buy something when you are going to school. So after school, I've done 1, 2, 3 things, and I'm not getting the result I need. And I told myself, what can I do? I was lucky to have a friend I've only met once that said, there's so many things you can do that will not require so much capital, and you will get reasonable results. Then he mentioned shoemaking. Well, because my father, right from time, he didn't raise us to be the female like thing, be operating, even if I walk. So I didn't see it as a big deal. Where, the male-dominated business, how do I survive with you? So I said, no problem. But one of the things that I am glad that education would do for anybody is that it won't allow you to just do things. I mean, like a layman person. So I took my time. Okay, this shoemaking thing in Osun, can it thrive? I said, at the time, there was only in Oshogbo, because I based the business is in Oshogbo. In Oshogbo at the time, we only have a brand that does shoemaking like those in abroad, those in Lagos, and all of that. So I said, number one, I'm a woman in a mill that want to venture into a male-dominated business. That's a selling point. I mean, if there's any male hair that makes hair, I'm sure ladies will want to patronize him more. Emmanuel Mutivelo, so that's number one. Number two, in the whole of Oshogbo at the time, I mean, Oshogbo is the capital of Osho now. I mean, we don't have brands that are doing shoemaking like people want to associate with. Shoemaking used to be so better. I mean, those are the roadside. They will repair it for you, give them 10 naira, 5 naira. So nobody even wants to associate. So if you tell people you want to be a shoemaker those years, it will be like where you have a mental problem or something. So I now told myself, number one, I did research. How can I do this thing? Apart from learning the skill, what are the other things that I need to add that will stand me out? Yeah, I can be a woman doing things that are meant for male. People might come for emotion, so let's just appreciate her. Let's just, buy from her because she's a woman. But we are talking of sustainability. What is that one thing that will make them to come back? That would make them to stick with what I do. It was a friend that told me, Lade, thank God that people are now, when I started the brand, people are now patronizing me. People are, associating with you. But it will not last if you are not thinking beyond just being a woman and a man. And I told myself, this is Nigeria. This is Osun. This is Africa. Why can't we do shoemaking that? When you see it, I mean, shoes, products that when you see it, you will know that this can only come from a particular place in the world. I mean, I just don't want to do, if anywhere in the world, what you see is leather, 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 leather. So why can't we do things with, our peculiar materials that you can only find here? So that was when I thought of custom made shoes, bespoke fashion. I mean, where people want, like, especially in this Yoruba part, people like fashion. People like to show. People like Iberaga, let them know. So I said, okay, let's prioritize customization. Some persons want to wear what they bear on all of them, all of their outfits, their fila, their agbada, their shoes. In the first place, you can't sell for everyone as a brand. Dangote is not selling cement for every Nigerian. Some persons still prefer other products, right or wrong. So I said, if I face this particular set of people, it means I want mature minds. And it told you, okay, but I mean, they must see that I am coming. That's one. Two, I understand that some persons have fit challenge. Some persons, I've dealt with customers that one of their feet is bigger than the other. I have dealt with customers that one of their legs is shorter, feet is shorter than the other. All right, so why can't we use that as an avenue to satisfy those class too? That when you come to the Lade Nigeria, state your feet challenge, your feet speciality, and we work with it. So most of the time, all our customers, they are part of our production. This is how I want it. This is what I want. Tailor it to this. Blah, blah, blah. And, over the years, we've been able to have a niche for ourselves. At least if you go everywhere, yes, we still do leathers, but we prioritize, that custom-made thing mostly in our brand. So I think I've been able to share my own becoming, how it has been. Of course, I cannot share everything, but at least I think I've been able to motivate one, two, three persons. So back to the leading part. Lade Nigeria has been in existence in the last 6 years. Apart from empowering people, people that, in Oshobo now we use a 3-bedroom flat. It's a mini factory. So I say it is a mini because the vision is big. To some people when you get there, Loshobo. But to me, it's still mini. So you can imagine that it cannot be only me that will be doing all the work. So over the years, I have motivated young women, because if they are following me on, especially my Facebook account, what I preach is every female child must stand up for themselves. See how every female child, because the world is a beautiful place, but it's only when you take responsibility. I wrote it down. Victim mindset will not help anybody. He's not, he's go So you have to stand up for yourself. Yes, my parents are teachers. My mom wants me to be a teacher. Yes, I love lecturing, and I know that by the time I'm able to settle Lade Nigeria, I'm still going back there. My mom, she's a teacher. She's still in service. She will say, those days, she's teaching down. Especially at any degree, by the time you spend like 10 years in service, it's more by 80,000. I'm going to say, it's more by 80,000. Are you that? I sell a pair of shoes for 50K now. So so what was I? so so I have been able to motivate young women, to take charge of their life. That no matter where you come from, your background. I'm from Odeomu. Anybody that would be like, but I am proud. Anywhere on my social platforms, I say Monsurat Ololade of Odeomu. So that it's not just that we are doing something, we are selling where we are from at the same time. Okay, Lade Nigeria, I can choose. I started with Lade Souls. That was a brand name. But I just felt, Nigeria everywhere, they say bad things about. So why can't I be part of those that will represent it well? That when you see my product, you see Nigeria. So those things. So I brought this. Let me go back to that. So the topic given to me really is sustainability as a journey. That's the topic, and I love it because it encompasses the whole. So I think let's first define what sustainability is. So sustainability refers to the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It encompasses 3 pillars. 1, environmental sustainability, economic sustainability, and social sustainability. 1, let's talk about the environmental. This pillar of sustainability focuses on preserving natural resources, reducing pollution and waste, and protecting ecosystems and biodiversity. It involves practices such as conservation, renewable energy adoption, and sustainable land. There is a lady, she's on LinkedIn. She graduated from Ife. I've forgotten the course she studied. The lady is Adejoke Lasisi. The lady, what is she doing? Renewable, Recycling. The lady did something recently. All the things that we throw away, the debt, the things that we don't even imagine, this lady is recycling them. When you see this lady, everything she's wearing is from waste. The bag, the shoes, the clothes, the caps, everything. So, if you are talking of sustainability, creativity is another thing that we should consider. I am aware that not everybody is creative and we cannot force it. Just like everybody cannot be an entrepreneur. I'm sure that we will have some persons here that they don't know how to convince a person to buy tomato. And it's not because they are not intelligent or brilliant or something. It's not just their thing. That is why it will be hard for a Monsurat or Ololade to go back to school now. First class. Well, I may force it, but it's not something I think I can. So, the economic sustainability. Economic sustainability involves creating systems and practices that support long-term economic prosperity without depleting resources or causing harm to the environment. It includes concepts such as circular economic principles, responsible resource management, and fair trade practices. 3. The social sustainability emphasizes equity, justice, and inclusivity in social and economic development. It involves ensuring that all members of society have access to basic needs, such as food, shelter, healthcare, education, and employment, while also promoting cultural diversity, social cohesion, and community resilience. One lady was interviewing me when I came in, and why the idea, what brought, okay, it was you. Why did I choose shoemaking? What do I want to achieve with it? I was telling them, if you look around now, on all social media, everybody is now projecting their cultural values. Even movies that are selling out now, they are movies that talks about culture. People are going back. Okay, look at you now. You are wearing a dress. Yeah? Even me, anytime I go to speak, I always want to represent Oshogbo Niluaro. Yes. Now imagine, somebody is based in that Oshogbo. Yanike Art Gallery, I heard she did not go through this conventional education there. But that woman was able to carve a niche for herself because of the cultural things she uphold. And today she lectures at the best university in the world. So it means that the things around you that you underrate is money. That thing that you say, local, is money, because those Oyibo people, little things, no man don't want you. Oyibo can just see a flower, put a group for 1 hour. You now wonder, and the flower to move. So it means if you are able to package the natural resources, your cultural, things that are peculiar to your community and project it to the world, people will associate with you. Now, sustainability as a journey is a concept, that's my topic, is a concept that emphasizes the ongoing nature of sustainable development and environmental stewardship. It acknowledges that it is a continuous process of learning, adaptation, and improvement. It was yesterday that I got to see her on LinkedIn, and I'm so happy. Why? You could see how she lamented that it was not easy for her to adapt with social media, even when Mr. Damlare is telling her to do. But when I saw her followers, and Mommy, you can't need to. It's not our professor that will be here. Because it's the truth. There are so many professors till now that cannot operate a smartphone. And it's not their fault. They were not raised with it. So it means that you have to learn, adapt before you can. Even if I go home now, my mom, that's why being a teacher. So to my better community need adaptation. So one, continuous learning. Sustainability as a journey recognizes that knowledge and understanding of environmental issues are constantly evolving. It encourages individuals and organizations to stay informed about the latest research, best practices, and emerging trends in sustainability. How many shoemakers are on LinkedIn? One, Bori. Facebook, even the Facebook that is common, that is easy for everybody. How many shoemakers are there? So it means that if you want to be relevant in the next 10 years, that is 2033, 34, you must be ready to learn every day. New things. Adapt to new things. Because in the next 10 years, I'm still even 5, there are so many things that are coming. In the last 6 years that I've been growing Lade Nigeria with personal development, sleepless night, and all of it, there are so many things that presently I want to learn. I'm getting tired because growing a business requires, serious mental capacity. Serious one. So there are so many things that now my friends now are people of this age. The 99, 2000, 2005. Why? Because they are more updated even than me, that I'm still very young. They now know things, they have skills. Okay, I was looking for a secretary sometimes ago. A lady came, she's 18 years. When the lady brought her CV, she's not even writing Kiniko. The lady was emphasizing on her skills. The things she can do. I'm not like that. I think we need more of this generation than all these older people. So, incremental progress, that's number 2. Just as a journey involves taking one step at a time, sustainability progress often occurs gradually through small, incremental changes. Each action taken towards sustainability, no matter how small, contributes to the overall journey towards a more sustainable future. Number 3 is adaptation and resilience. In a rapidly changing world, flexibility and adaptability are essential for achieving sustainability goals. Sustainability as a journey encourages a mindset of resilience where individuals and communities are able to respond to unexpected challenges and opportunity in a way that supports long-term sustainability. I could recall 2-3 years ago, I went home. My mom was telling me that, computer class, Lamawa. The government is now saying everybody should know how to operate computer. Not all of them could adapt to the change. So resilience, adapt, and you have to be flexible too. I cannot cope. I can know. If you really want to be relevant, you have to be flexible and not rigid to new development. Now, lifelong commitment, collaborative efforts. I want to emphasize on that. Achieving sustainability requires collective action and collaboration across sectors and stakeholders. Sustainability as a journey emphasizes the importance of working together towards shared goals, pooling resources and expertise to address complex environmental challenges. I didn't say Yakawa Unibata when I introduced myself. I said I have a brand, Lade Nigeria Crafts and Leather Works Limited. That's the name of my brand. A shoemaking brand. Now, Do you know what it takes to grow a brand? It can never be one person. So it means I need a collaboration. I need collaboration from people that we will grow the vision, the mission together. There are some persons in the production unit. There are some persons in the showroom. I have a graphics designer. I have so many things. And you could only be flexible to that because there is no way you cannot be everything. I don't know, even if you are a genius, you can never be everything. Now, I've now seen that I need more hands if we really want to grow this brand. To the next step. Because the business is at a maturity level, and that's where most businesses die. So collaborative effort is key when we are talking of sustainability. Then personal growth and reflection. Embarking on personal growth, it requires that you don't assume or believe that because you are growing your business, your learning should stop. Go out, even if it is not to school. Exposure. If you have the money, travel out. Go and see what other brands are doing. Even if it is not business. Go and see what other things that other people are doing. Bring it back to what you do, and you will see the difference. Then celebrating milestones. That's another thing that is very key. Nobody will do that for you. It is you that you will tell the world that with my this and this over the years, I have been able to achieve this. So, I think because of the time, I have been able to, touch the things that I believe, and I hope that it will add value to each and every one of us. So, that is my own becoming, and that is my own response to the topic. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for Miss Monsurat Ololade. Wow. You see, I don't think there is any other business symposium that will be greater than this. She highlighted the major things you need to know. Who are the special people I'm trying to serve? Who are your target customers? It's not that everybody, there's this thing I've noticed in this part of Nigeria. I've been in Ife for some 10, 12 years now. Is that everybody is doing the same thing the same way. If this person starts this business and it is paying, good. In the next 6 months, everybody will copy that same model, that same one. So when you go to buy something from this one, like 3 people are looking at you like this. Create something special for yourself. What is it that you are doing differently? Probably Ellen that sells foodstuffs here. Maybe what she gives people is that, okay, I will help you ration your money per week, and I'll be sending your foodstuffs to you per week instead of you just squandering everything and cooking for one boy in hour. You get, and that is our own selling point. Maybe I just gave you an idea. I don't know. There you go, so just what is that special thing that makes you different from the other people? And that those are the parts she touched. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. And I know I learned a lot. Switch your hands together for her once again. Let me just let you in on one secret. While she was talking, I was trying to observe from her scarf if she had started plating. I couldn't figure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we still have more to give to you. But very fast, I need to recognize these people that have honored our invitation. I have from the News Agency of Nigeria, I have Mrs. Ilu Shobodi. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you very much. This will be published live, and as the progression is going, I see mommy has been typing already, and everything will be published as appropriate. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation, ma. We still have, okay, very fast. Let's see if I can do this before we move on. If you have questions for Miss Lade Nigeria or what mommy said when she started, for those of you that were here already, I want you to just let me entertain a few questions, signify with the raise of your hand very fast. If you have a question, maybe out of what she said, you have a challenge about your business or something that you just like her to shed light on for you, I can quickly do like 1, 2, or 3 questions. Do I have already? If you okay, you have one. Oh yeah, come very fast. If you think I don't know why you won't want to come up in the first place, but if you think you need to write, just you can just write. Bring it. Okay, you have a question too. Oh yeah, very fast. Just go straight to your question. Don't put it. Just straight.
Okay, my question is, what would be your advice to those young ones that are doing well and then pride set in? And then don't you think, yes, some people are like that, and then don't you think this pride can ruin their business or their efforts that they've been putting in since they started? Thank you.
Well, I think pride. I think when we say pride and not proud, it's two different things. When you know you are good at something, pride will naturally come. Proud. Well, I think that's not too good for any business person because even as a human being that is not doing anything, humility is key. That is part of the core values that some persons are enjoying today that are still making them to, sell whatever they do. Because when people know that when they get to you, the way you address them, the way you talk to them, I mean, even if their family is doing it, they would want to come and patronize you. So, if it is pride, because you will get that you. So, my advice is humility is key. Please, even as a human being that is not doing anything, you have to be humble. You have to, because what you are selling, if you can eat it, wear it, do it alone, then why are you selling it? So it means that you need people, and part of the strategy to sell whatever you do is when you are humble. I mean, when people call you, oh, good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon. That's another skill that you have to undergo. It's another skill, how to respond to people, not the regular hi. What's up? TTYL, talk to you later. FR, for real. To a customer, are you okay? I mean, you have to be very humble. So that's that.
All right, thank you very much. Protocol, please help me with that mic. Thank you. All right, I have another person here. I want you to please help me quickly take the mic too. I have a brother here. Pass it to save time. Oh.
Okay. Somebody asked that is it advisable to start a business with loan? No, it's not advisable because business is what? Risk. So you don't know whether people will accept what you are doing or they will not accept. So how do you tell the bank or your brother or anybody that has loaned you money? So I think for me, any young person that wants to do something, money is not the first thing. I was telling someone earlier today that with this age of social media, the stress is little. A lot of you, just like Osato said, we are doing so many wonderful things. But the problem is we don't know how to project it to the world. All these big sales I have made was from social media. I don't know anybody. My friend don't know anybody. The mighty was saying they messaged me himself on Facebook. It was just like a dream. Yeah, what if I me was that was what I said. So I think now all of you here, if you know you want to do business, because business is not for everyone, go and master the art of storytelling. People like it. I'm a graduate of OAU. When I was there, I was wearing cherry clothes. I did not have money to. But now I have been able to think deep and I could come up with this. Everybody will associate with you now. It is easy now. So if you have any idea in you, money is not. If you have people that can invest in you, fine. But if you are waiting or you are stopping because you don't have money, you won't even do anything. Okay, so let me give you this instance. You know how to do something. Let's say clothing. You can tailor clothes and in your mind you think maybe you are looking at the likes of what's this girl that you are looking at those are your motivators. Now you are depressed in your room because why am I not with James? I cannot start if my brand is not as standard as this professor whatever would not buy. No, start little. But when you are starting little, start well. Are you getting it now? When I started shoemaking, I did not have a machine to myself. But I was lucky to meet people that said, okay, if you are starting at this age, don't just start like the regular. What you can use to project yourself now is branding, packaging. What did I do? I went to go and brand 10 amper bags, just 10 pieces. And when you get to Instagram, Facebook, all the branding, printing brands, they will tell you their minimum quantity is 100, is 50. You now wonder, where do you gather that kind of money? Somebody told me there are some brands around that will make 10 for you. 10 pieces. 10 pieces. So by the time I share the story online with the branding, the amper bag, in fact, I started the advertisement with my picture, me holding the amper bag. It was easy. It was easy the names that I did not imagine to associate with it. So if you don't have anybody that can give you money, you can acquire money yourself. Once you start receiving orders, it's love. Once you start receiving orders, there's no possible you would gain. There will be profits. Then I tell people, anybody that wants to do business, that wants to scratch from, the only secret is you delay every gratification. By the time you are growing, so people let them see you as aligning somebody that does not have. But you are delaying so many things. Even as I am now, I will only attend to things that will add value to you. I wasn't strong. I was telling him when we were coming that I will be here if I see somebody that will drive. He said, no problem. But because I know I'm coming to an academic environment. Okay. Everything. I've learned. For some persons on a Saturday like this, is all I'm better. What did Jegbe say? Just to impress people on what? On media. But here, everything that is here, I will start working on them as soon as I move out of this home. So, I think I'll be able to answer. So, somebody has that. How do you handle betrayals in business? Okay, even before business, are people not betraying you? Even before, in that hostel that you are staying, is everybody your friend? I think that is a normal thing. There is no way you can do that. You can do without that. As I'm here now, if they ask me what is the greatest challenge you've ever faced in business, I will tell you two things. You need you 2 points in my life. Because for me, I strive better with challenges. That's enough for you to break it. You can break you. In that challenge, I will see positivity. I get it. But finance and people. That's the two major challenges that I've been facing. Finance and people. Now, how? A lot of people that are coming to work with you, it's not because they love you. A lot of them, one, want to come and stay around for a while to steal your ideas. A lot of them are, especially if you are doing well, in their mind, Lagata is doing Father Christmas. Let's just go there and look. As little as I have employed older people that are enough to bet me, and they are armed robbers, real one. You would imagine somebody that is over 50 now coming to work with a younger person. In your mind, what you are saying is that man used to come from Ilorin every week. By the time he's going on Fridays, he will have produced shoes with my materials. So many. I think the only solution to that structure. Even with structure, of course, it will happen. But as a business person, have it at the back of your mind that it will be Mama Shende. Go and ask Dangote. Go and ask the president, the Tinubu of Nigeria. But you have to grow capacity to a level where those things will be little, they won't be significant to your growth. I don't know if you are getting it. So it won't really affect your business when you have good structure and personally you are building capacity. It's because of our time. I have so many experiences of that.
All right. So just to add to what Madam Lade has said, speaking in terms of funding, one major way where we can get funding for our business is through attending conference, because at the end of the day, some of this conference they give scholarship. And another major way that I'm always an advocate for is applying for grant opportunities. During COVID, I won my first grant of 20,000 naira from an organization in Lagos. And I have kept on improving till I won my last grant in dollar. That was December. So I have two platforms where you can get these opportunities. Number one is MSME Africa. You can get grant opportunities, you can get scholarship opportunities. And number two is opportunity decks. There are several of them, but sleep on this page and maximize the opportunities that are there. Now, sometimes I wish I could go back to under 25, because most of these real and big opportunities are for people that are under 25. I met a guy on Twitter, I don't know if he's in the room. He's under 25, he's a student of OAU, and I've told him we are going to start something together. So please maximize these pages to get opportunity. And for structure, you are the first structure in your business. Know something about accounting, download Bumper on your phone to get your accounts right. Know something about each department of your organization before you now say you want to give it out to other people to handle for you.